So then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, أَفَتَتَّخِذُونَهُ وَذُرِّيَّتَهُ أَوْلِيَاءَ مِن دُونِي وَهُمْ لَكُمْ عَدُوٌّ بِئْسَ لِلظَّالِمِينَ بَدَلًا. Will you then take, the Hamza is a question, and the Fa means then. Will you تَتَّخِذُونَهُ, will you all, okay, so it's addressing a plural. Will you all then take him, Iblis, وَذُرِّيَّتَهُ, and his progeny, who are all the devils, the shayateen, as awliya, as helping, protective friends, right? Awliya, plural of wali. The wali is the helping, protective friend and beloved. It entails all of these meanings of help, protection, love, proximity, closeness. Will you take him and his progeny as awliya min duni, from besides me? The dun not only gives the meaning of besides, but also less than, adna. And so anything besides Allah is less than Allah. So besides me and of what is less than me, وَهُمْ لَكُمْ عَدُوٌّ, and this is waw al-hal. And so you would translate it as despite. Despite the fact that they are adu for you, despite the fact that they are your enemy, right? Will you take Iblis and his progeny, the shayateen, the devils, as protective friends of proximity and help besides me, which is less than me, despite the fact that they are an enemy for you all? And notice that the group being referred to, Iblis and his progeny, is in the plural. وَهُمْ لَكُمْ عَدُوٌّ. But the description, the predicate of that last sentence, the jumla haliyah at the end, is singular, adu. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala didn't say, وَهُمْ لَكُمْ أَعْدَاء, and they are for you enemies. He says subhanahu wa ta'ala, وَهُمْ لَكُمْ عَدُوٌّ, and they are for you all an enemy. And some of the Mufassirin mentioned that this gives the meaning that for each human being and each human heart, there's actually a group of shayateen that could together attack the heart. Okay, so there's a group that's combined as one enemy for the human being. And so this would make no sense. What a wretched trade. To trade walaya with Allah for walaya with this group which are ultimately enemies that have no interest in our welfare, neither in this life or the next. And so how does Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala end the ayah? بِئْسَ لِلظَّالِمِينَ بَدَلًا. Bi'sa is like, it's a word of blame, but it's really strong, emphatic. You know, what a wretched. You know, it's the polar opposite of ni'mah. Ni'mah in Arabic is what a beautiful, what a great. You know, ni'mah rajul, what a great man. Bi'sa rajul, what a horrible, wretched man. Right? These are opposites. So Allah Ta'ala says, bi'sa, you know, what a wretched. Wretched what? The end of the verse, badala. What a wretched exchange. What a horrible, vile, wretched exchange. But notice though, that for whom would this be a horrible exchange? Right? Who would this be a horrible exchange for? In the context of the verse, antum, all of you. Like all human beings that are being addressed. Because Allah Ta'ala says, أَفَتَتَّخِذُونَهُ, would you all take him and his progeny as awliya besides me? وَهُمْ لَكُمْ, and they are for all of you, O humanity, an enemy. So it would have been the standard pattern of Arabic, once a group is mentioned, is to always refer to them with the pronoun. And so one would expect that the ayah would end, what a wretched exchange for you all. Right? The group has been mentioned. And so the standard usage of Arabic would be to use the pronoun. So like, bi'sa lakum badala. Because what does the ayah say before that? أَفَتَتَّخِذُونَهُ, would you all take وَذُرِّيَّتُهُ أَوْلِيَا مِن دُونِي وَهُمْ لَكُمْ عَدُوٌّ, and they are for you all an enemy. So then you would expect bi'sa lakum badala, what a wretched exchange for you all. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, instead of using the pronoun, He uses a descriptive word, because it gives that much more layer of meaning, is that if those of humanity that do make that choice and choose to exchange walaya for God and instead have walaya with Iblis and his progeny, those are true zalimeen. Like, that's what dhulm is. That's real oppression. That's real tyranny to one's own soul. One is being tyrannical and oppressive to one's soul. One is a tyrant to the soul. And so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives a description here instead of the pronoun, بِئْسَ لِلظَّالِمِينَ بَدَلًا. You know, what a wretched exchange this would be for such people who tyrannize their own souls. Right? Soul despots. Allah protect us.